Alright, welcome to the MIDI segment. I don't know how to explain this segment other than I found out a whole bunch about this genre of MIDI music that I think all of you should know, and it's also terrifying to think that this exists in some way. You can't hear anything at the moment because this is the problem that I thought I fixed last night, but it should have been fixed. This is a MIDI player that's currently playing music, and that's just one MIDI song. Why are you not playing any music? Module settings, original flatline modules, MIDI Trail Plus. How the hell do I get include audio? No, not include audio. How do I get the... Oh, because this is just a renderer. This doesn't play the music. Right. This doesn't play the music. Black MIDI is a series of MIDI songs that I think can only really be best described as... sorry, I'm trying to find the exact program that I had. Because, sorry, give me a second. Black MIDI is a form of MIDI files, which is literally designed in many ways to just be a complete mess on the music sheet. I don't know how to explain this very well, other than what you see is going to be a visual mess. So what you saw was the Christmas song, which is like a very basic Christmas carol song, right? There's not really much to it. It's very simplistic. It doesn't really blow your eyes out. It's a very simple looking song, right? And again, epilepsy warning for this entire segment, okay? There's going to be like a massive epilepsy warning here. So basically everything that I do, okay? And this is a fairly simple look at the song, and you even have the piano to help you visualize the notes. Obviously, you can't hear it because I don't think you can hear it, but because I don't think this thing actually plays the song, because I don't know if it knows how to play the song, which is interesting. I don't know why it doesn't play the song, actually. Wait, just give me a second. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this thing only shows the notes. But however, there's a way for us to actually churn this into sound. And the reason why I'm going to have to separately convert it is because I don't know if my computer can handle running it live at the same time. Because that was a normal MIDI song, and this is going to be a black MIDI song. Now, this is one black MIDI song called Tau 2, and the creator of this is called Ponluxi, okay? So they have a whole YouTube channel and there's a whole community based around this, right? There's actually a bunch of people who partake in this art of making stuff that looks something like this. I'll just show it to you first, and then I'll show you the channel and what you can expect from them. You can't hear anything, and it looks very normal at the moment, but it's fascinating to think that people have been making this. And you see that? Did you see that thing that came down that like said something? There's an art form here that is a very fascinating art form. That is, how far can we push the limits of sound, and how far can we push the visuals of it, even in a format that basically just describes the way that the music should be played. Because MIDI, I didn't realize this, but I didn't know that MIDI and chiptune were different, but they're very much related. MIDI is just a format that helps you describe how you want things to sound like. And then you need something to like actually convert that into sound. And chiptune is one of those ways where you can take the notation system and then you can play it with various different notes. And this is one of the less absurd songs. But as you can see, it's getting even crazier. And especially if you think about it from those solid notes, the way that it has to look like that is they fill out that entire section of notes to play. And it just gets crazier and crazier and crazier. And it's like they're drawing something, like a visual piece of art. But it's also not just a visual piece of art. It's actually a really cool piece of music. So, first off, let me show you their YouTube channel. And then as I'm doing that, let me convert the file. Because if I do it all at the same time, my computer's going to fucking explode. That was the main problem with me doing this, was this whole thing is going to explode. Waiting for user commands. Select the MIDI. Load some sound fonts. Okay, open sound fonts via Steam Manager. Import sound fonts. And I'll get into what is a sound font afterwards. But just to show you this, I'll just get like, I don't know, this. Standard. Yeah, we'll just get standard, grand. There we go. Just do this. Sure, confirm. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. And then start the conversion playback process. Okay. Start. Render to wave. And then just don't blow up. Do not blow up. I should have maybe rendered these last night, now that I'm thinking about it, but I think that's what I forgot to do. You heard a little bit over there. This is the channel of the person who made this. And there's actually like a massive amount of channels that make this stuff. We actually saw one when we were going through that Windows fandom rabbit hole, right? People who make this stuff are very, very good at what they do. Because not only do you make a song that visually looks interesting, like you can even see previews of like what the song is going to eventually look like at the end of it, right? It actually sounds very good too. It's sort of a fascinating art form where it's like, it's very maximalist about what it's trying to do, while also still trying to make it palatable in some way. And this is just one creator. There's actually, so I found this one spreadsheet, but this is not the most up-to-date spreadsheet. There are like dozens, hundreds of these. And of the ones that you see here, some of these are insane, because some of these, I don't even think you can run on your own computer. Like, look at this. Armageddon V3 has 93 billion notes or something. It's 256 terabytes. So I don't know how to tell you this. I only have 50 gigabytes left, and the biggest song that we have today is 12 gigabytes, I think, or like 10.2. So this can get pretty intense in terms of what you see. But even the songs that aren't that large, there's still a lot of different categories that people have sort of put them under, and sort of the ways that they can sound, you know, and like the genres that they're going for are all over the place. Like you have two songs, you have Vocaloid songs, you have like Beatmania songs, you have all kinds of types of songs. And now that it's finally rendered, I can actually show you what it sounds like as we view the render output. And if I get modules, here we go, include audio, if I include this audio, and I start the preview, let's see what happens when my PC explodes. Except it's not playing the music, so. The point of it was that you would include the audio, and you'd play it with the goddamn thing as you're rendering. Include audio. Customize FFmpeg. If uploading, please specify a destination path. Oh, shit, I have to render? Like, separately? Oh, shit. Okay, well, wait, I have to test. Sorry, I didn't realize that I have to, like, render it on its own. Well, it's rendering. Okay, while it's rendering, I'm just gonna play the song for you, and then you can hear just how absurd this thing sounds like. Because there's something crazy about this. And it sounds really good, too. It doesn't sound bad. So, again, Tau 2 by... whatchamacallit. Wait, did it render the whole thing already? Oh, it did. It actually rendered the whole thing fine. Wow. That's actually very, very surprising that it rendered the whole thing instantly. Again, it's like maximalism at its core. It's fascinating as an art form. It's like taking this format and trying to effectively break it down. Oh my god, it just keeps freezing. Wait. How about we do it like this? This is like, sorry, this is like super jank. Because I was trying to figure out how to get this thing to work smoothly. Now you see why it was very frustrating for me to like get it started last night. It's going to be slightly off. Because I had to manually play it, okay? Maybe I play ahead. There we go. Now I match it up. And it's interesting to sort of see this happen because you would think at that level of noise it wouldn't sound interesting, right? That even something like this played wouldn't necessarily sound very, very interesting. But even something like this doesn't sound too bad. And if you think of it as like every single one of these is a collection of notes somewhere, then you would think that the whole thing would just sound like a massive mess. But it works. And this is the cool thing about the art form is that it's similar to something like Rush E, but I think with a different goal entirely, where it's not only are you trying to make something that's impossible to play, I think you're specifically also trying to do it in a way that visually looks cool on something like a renderer, but also actually sounds palatable in some form. Like, obviously it's getting a bit more intense and it's sort of difficult to listen to for like a long time, but at some point you actually start to hear a semblance of a song come out. And I don't know how people can stand to do something like this. And this is where it starts to get a little bit crazy. And mind you, every single one of these is a note that's being played, right? Every single one. And yet when you listen to it, it doesn't sound discordant at all. It actually sounds like it flows very well. Obviously, it sounds like it's being bass boosted, like there's so much noise behind it. Like the noise floor is super high. But it doesn't sound bad for what it looks like. That's the crazy part to me. And it's such a fascinating combination of like art and music. Sorry, like a visual art as well as like an audio. It's basically its own audio visual art form, done to an extreme level. I've actually never seen this full thing in a renderer. I've only seen it on a video, so it's actually interesting to see it, especially from this perspective, because it really goes to show how much detail was put into this. It's fascinating too that like of the things that we see, right? You sometimes get like bits and pieces of the sound going crazy because of it. Like you sometimes get bits and pieces of it going up and down. But for the most part, it sounds very coherent. Even here, there's like a very specific almost overtone to everything that sounds very metallic and robotic, but it works with the song. And now this is where the stream is going to probably die. I don't think this thing can, like, I don't think my PC can handle this. Man, that's fascinating. I thought that whole segment would sound a lot worse than it looked, right? But it's like, again, there's something amazing about how they've been able to make something sound good while also having such a beautiful visual style. And I wonder how you go through this process. Do you start with the framework of like a song that sounds good and then you try to build the Black MIDI around it? Or do you start from the Black MIDI mindset and then you try to pull a song out of that noise? It's kind of a cool setup. And you can barely even hear the like off notes. Like I don't even think you can even hear it. Really, it's interesting how many different techniques are being employed here. Because music notes are interesting in that if you combine them, right, you make chords, and those chords sound like the single notes just played with a lot of notes at the same time. And it feels like all of those techniques are being employed here to allow them to make a visual image without impacting the sound as much. And this thing is 6 minutes long too. Like the composer of this, Pawn Luxiem, they spent, you know, probably days of their life, probably like weeks, if not months, if not years, making this one song. And it comes out to 6 minutes with all this level of like complexity. Holy shit. Oh god, okay, my PC's gonna explode. Sorry, just give me a second, my PC's gonna explode. Okay, everything was slowing down way too much, but you get the idea of like what Black MIDI is. Again, compared to something like the first song that I showed, which is like the Christmas Carol, this is what the Christmas Carol song sounds like. But just really listen to this. The Christmas Carol song doesn't sound that much different from the Black MIDI song. Like it actually is interesting how they both sound surprisingly similar, despite the fact that one is more visually complex and almost like phonetically complex, right? If that makes sense. Like there's way more going on with the song Tao, but the Christmas song is also not that far off that you can't just listen to it and then be like, oh, this is a similar enough style of song, or like this is a song that I can recognize in some way. Like, if anything, using the exact same sound font, and this is the thing that was very surprising to me. Using the exact same sound font, it actually sounds almost the exact same as the Black MIDI song. So again, just a normal Christmas Carol song of some sort. I don't know, just a random Christmas Carol song I found. This thing sounds basically the exact same as a Black MIDI song, and that's with less overall noise, right? Like it's interesting in that they both sound very similar, even though one has way less going on. There's some magic understanding of music that's happening here when they're making stuff like this, and that's just one of these songs. Okay, they have a shit ton of these songs. The Unify one is the one that I really want to show you, but now I know that I have to convert it. I should probably get on that, because if I don't convert this, the whole thing is gonna explode. So if I do the MIDI, what's it called again? MIDI converter. I go here. I need to open the sound fonts again. I actually have a bunch of sound fonts. So MIDI files are interesting. Again, as I said, MIDI files are just a way to describe how the music should be played. It's like having a bunch of sheet music, but it's up to like a different thing to actually play the music, and then to actually pull in the sounds for those notes, because you can technically use anything for those notes. For instance, I got a file called a sound font called the 92 Accurate Taco Bell Bong sound font from what's the site called? I wrote it down here somewhere. From a website called musicalartifacts.com. No clue if this is a virus. I actually have no clue if any of these are viruses. So we're just gonna assume that all of this is okay, and we're gonna take this song, which is called Convergence, Unify the Convergence, which is by, I think, I also wrote down who they were, by somebody called HDSQ. So if you want to check out their channel, they're right over here. Again, there are so many people who are making this stuff, and they made this song, and we're gonna see what it sounds like with the Taco Bell Bong, because I don't even know what it means for the Taco Bell Bong. I'm actually surprised that these things render very quickly and very well. Because last night when I was trying it, like, my computer was struggling to keep everything going, but actually it's working pretty well today. Maybe it's because the thing is a little hot today, you know? I've heard you have to heat up your PC a little bit to get to the get to the optimal operating temperature. It's probably BS, but it sounds good in my ears. What's my disk space looking like? I'm running out of disk space really quickly. This is really bad. We actually might crash just because, like, my PC might run out of space, and it might start wiping things. But yeah, this art form is very fascinating to me. Again, this is one of the other as well, and you can even see some of this stuff here, right? Like, look at this. Look at the visual complexity here. Budget hotel faucet review. What the hell is this? Okay, that's a really good one. That's really good. Let's load this up inside Zenith. The Unify the Convergence one. I really don't know what it's called. It's because it's Unify and then the Convergence, or the Convergence Unify in the file name. But then on the YouTube video, it's Unify the Convergence. It's like there's like too many things going on that I don't really know which is which. Okay, we might be a little bit late, but it's fine. Like, listen to that. It's an actual interesting song that you could hear in like a Eurobeat mix of something. And yet, look at the way it looks like, too. Like, you could have this be its own show running at the same time. It's similar to how somebody like, what's his name again, does it when he makes his songs. I forget the name of it now. This one is much more, I think, interesting as well, because it uses notes that typically I think a lot of music tends to avoid. Like, especially a lot of pop music will try to avoid these notes, because these notes are very, they carry certain preconceptions of feelings, if that makes sense. Like, this sounds like a horror song, right? But that's only because we associate it with a horror song. Holy shit, it's getting loud. It's getting very, very loud. Again, I need to remind you too, this is done with the Taco, the sound of this was rendered with the Taco Bell Bong sound, which I don't even know what that means. Maybe I shouldn't have done it with the Taco Bell sound font, because I actually can't tell if this is what it's supposed to sound like. There's so many different like motions in this too. Like they draw these lines. You know what it feels like? It feels like fractal art in a way, where you like make something and you look at the ways that it can sort of repeat on itself, or like make a new pattern that you've never seen before based on some like mathematical formula. It's very interesting. Now, again, what's funny about this, right? So the reason why I got down this rabbit hole is actually not because of Black MIDI. I actually got down this rabbit hole because I was wondering how people make bardcore stuff. There's actually a sound font that's specifically designed for bardcore style content, of which, if you don't know bardcore, this is probably the best example that I have of it. Where is it? Bardcore. Here we go. MS-DOS tunes for bards to go hard and soft to. This whole segment started because I was like, how the hell do they make these songs sound like an old bardic, like an old video game, adventure game style of song, right? And it's basically the same technology, it's just a different sound font, which is actually very interesting to me. There's actually one particular sound font that everybody uses for stuff like this, and so if you want to make your own bardcore, I found the sound font. The problem is it costs $200, and that's in Canadian, so it might cost more for you depending on where you are, but you can get the Era 2 Medieval Legends. This thing is apparently very, very old, like to the point where this is, you know, somebody, like people have known about this for over like a decade, right? But it apparently still works, and like look at this. That's sick, man. That's actually sick. It has its own engine player. You can load in the MIDI file and it plays it from there based on what is transcribed inside the MIDI file. It's just cool. And then you get stuff like whatever these instruments sound like. 22 gigabytes provides you all the sounds that you need to make a historical atmosphere. And this is apparently the only one that people use. Like there are some newer ones that people use, but not everyone really cares about them. So that's, you know, how this whole thing started. And then to learn about the fact that, you know, Black MIDI exists, it's pretty interesting. In my mind, it's one of those things where otherwise you would need to have different tools entirely, which I actually forget the tool for it now. What is it called? The music visualizer program that you can program. Synesthesia. Whereas before, you would need something like Synesthesia and you'd have to program the visuals yourself. In many ways, the art of Black MIDI feels like you are doing the visualization as part of the music creation process. And it's that box that you limit yourself in, which seems to create, which seems to result in these very interesting creations, right? And that's just two creators. There's probably hundreds of creators who like make this stuff, yeah? For instance, there's this one called HRKXX, who also makes like a bunch of these as well. There's also this one, sorry, I don't know what you mean, LucasMIDI, who also makes stuff like this. They actually made a large one, a Necrofantasia 1.8 million one, which is sort of like a combination of like a bunch of them, which I can actually play for you. So again, if you want to check any of these out, I highly recommend all of these channels. They do a much better job rendering it than me, because it's kind of annoying to set up the settings for this. Like, look at this. Not on top of the fact that they sync it up, and on top of the fact that their computers don't lag. Like, that's the thing about this that's been interesting, that I've been trying to figure out since last night. My computer can't handle this stuff, and it's not like I have a bad computer, but it's like I think you need an insane machine to be able to run this without exploding in some way. Let's change the way it looks. Maybe we should change the way it looks. Let's go into PFA plus textured. What? User-made scripts give almost full control over how you run things. A replica of PFA original. Here we go. And then we're gonna go into this one. No, we're gonna go load this next one, which is actually from this channel, the Necrofantasia 1.8 million notes one. And again, you have to go check out these channels. And again, as you listen to it, just really pay attention to the way that it sounds, even though it it feels like it should have been a mess. It's anything but. It actually does sound very, very good. Parsing, okay, this might take a while. I kind of forgot. This is a 10 gigabyte file. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, there goes my PC a little bit. Well, in the meantime, while this is happening, well, I can check out this. In the meantime, while that's happening, another thing that I found while checking out this MIDI stuff was that was this video actually. So there was this video that I found, which was very, very interesting. I can load the video without my PC crashing. It's slowly starting to die. It's still starting to die. This video popped up as I was searching up some stuff about MIDIs. It's a music generator from the 90s called Microsoft Music Producer. It's by a person called Hark, and she makes a very good video going over it. And she actually uses it to make her own song, which is very masterful. I can't do that, so you won't see that today, as my computer is still dying. This might be just the end of the stream if it dies. But you can use this, and it creates the song for you based on your parameters, like the genre and stuff. And what's interesting is that you can actually download it from archive.org, so it's actually still somehow alive there. It's still available for you. Well, I mean, it's available for you in the way that many things on archive.org are available for you. It's not really available for you. It just happens to be that people have tried their best to make sure that it doesn't disappear. But the fact that you can get it is pretty cool. Let me just open the README if I can. Okay, it's slowly dying. At musicprod.exe. Here we go. In administrator mode. Send to my phone. Don't do that. Why would you send to my phone? And this is the program. So that's the program. Again, it's interesting that they had this within, Windows a long time ago, and then they just never brought it back for some reason, when I feel like this would be a fun tool to play with. Because from what I saw, you can literally click on any of these. You can choose, say, a personality. Like we do Italy, we do Noble, and then we do Devils and Angels, and you can just click play, and it just makes a song for you. And there's like, look at these genres. There's like hundreds of these. I'm actually curious what most of these sound like. Like, what is a 7 a.m. illusion? Wait, this actually sounds a lot like a RuneScape song. This is actually kind of a cool tool. It's actually kind of neat that they have this, because like you could absolutely use this to make songs for games, even though I don't know about the licensing thing, and obviously the composition would stay the same across. I think the composition would stay the same across, right? If I play it again. Has it changed? It has. It has changed composition. Yeah, that's interesting. I thought it was going to be the exact same song over and over and over, but it actually just makes a song for you. It's actually interesting to think that we have AI songs now and they don't sound nearly as cool as this. And you have different shapes. You can do like, what the fuck is this, random? You can do an intro and an ending. You can compose. What's compose? Okay, don't click that. Wow. Devils and Angels, Pebbles, Toys. Oh god. Water bottles. Wait, this is actually kind of a cool tool. I wonder if you could actually use this. Like, you could use this to actually make your own songs entirely. Because it seems to just randomly generate, but it seems like a generative process of some kind in order to make sounds. Obviously not the way that we know it now, because this is a program from like 1997. But the fact that it was, the fact that it's doing that in some form, that's kind of cool. That's actually a pretty cool process. I didn't expect that. What other songs are there? What is Alien Country? It's like spaghetti western or something. It's like, as a terminology, I don't get it. Like, have you ever heard the term spaghetti western? It's apparently like a term used for people who are Italian who make western movies. And this whole time, people are talking about it as if it's like a real like genre. and I had no clue if it was because I couldn't tell because it's like, what the fuck is a spaghetti western? But yeah, apparently it's just like a term like that. It just doesn't make any sense. Same thing with alien country. Although it is funny to think that it's called alien country because country people, like, it's like the alien trope is that the aliens go after the country people constantly. Like their cows are the ones that are getting stolen. Huh. And you can loop it, and because you can do anything with it. That's actually kind of cool. A Coidian choir? I wonder if I can get my own instruments in this, because now that I know that sound fonts exist, and actually there's one sound font in particular that I have from a chat member, Imam Lee, who told me about Timbers of Heaven. I actually have this available for us. If I can render this out and without it crashing, this could be good. Necrofantasia. Sorry, I'm going to start the render for Necrofantasia. Again, if I crash, I will be back. Just know that I will probably crash. The application is allocating memory for the conversion process. Oh no. I don't know if you should be allocating memory for 1.8 million notes. How much memory is that going to take? Let me just look at it. Memory, 4 gigabytes, 5 gigabytes. Okay, I need to stop it. Abort. 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 Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was really close. That was really close. I almost crashed really, really hard. It used 12 gigabytes of memory. Okay, maybe I'll just play it from the YouTube channel. Because, again, it's funny to think that both of these... And everything I've shown you today is all based on the same underlying technology. So it's like, this... is the same underlying technology behind Black MIDI that almost crashed my PC with 12 gigabytes of memory usage. Man, some of these genres are weird. I've actually never heard of these. Aeroba dance, bittersweet. We'll do song. Song is a weird curve to have. Oh, this does sound like the ones. Okay, this does sound like an aerobics thing. I don't know how to explain this, but like on YouTube, there's like a whole genre. Just in real life, there's a whole genre of this thing where it's like aerobics TV show. I don't know. Here we go. It's like this. This was a popular genre of TV show where you would go on and you'd be doing aerobics with other people, and it'd be like a TV exercise show. And everybody would be going out. This is the classic example of such a show, but like, and honestly, most of them didn't have nearly as much production quality as, say, this one. But pretty much all of them had the exact same idea where you would go out and it'd be almost like a weird dance show based on aerobics. And I still don't really know what aerobics is. I actually don't know what it is. But apparently everyone used to do it to like exercise with. So presumably this is something that you would just do if you want to exercise with others. It's like aerobics TV exercise. Oh, holy shit, this is a new one. This is like a new recent version of this. Wow. And this is what it's supposed to sound like with this. So if I go to honest and I go to loud, if I do loud, no intro, no ending, and we just loop, it's actually almost a 1-to-1 match. Wow, this is awful. I wonder how this program actually pulls out different sounds too, because like the sounds that it has, at some point it starts to loop on itself, right? Like you hear the same thing come back over and over and over. But other things sound a bit more complicated. Like let's say here, let's show this like whole list here. There's actually like a whole bunch of things here. There's Bach, there's Beethoven, romantic, harpsichord, manic bells. I want loud. I hate that so much. Plucked straight water. Synthesizer. And I like how you can switch it on the fly. What a fascinating program. Ducks? That doesn't sound like ducks. Blue biting tingle run. Wait, custom. How do you get custom? Wait, what? For help, press F1. Failed to launch help. Uh-oh. I don't think the help thing works with it anymore. Product is licensed to... Uh-oh. About the licensing thing. Opens an existing composition. Microsoft Music Producer format. Wait, it did give me a folder called multimedia files, which I could probably check out. Uh-oh. Okay, listen, look, it's just the reality when you're making stuff like this. At some point, you have to, like, lost software, that's just the way it is, okay? At some point, software disappears and then it becomes lost. Somebody has to preserve it. It's just stealing in a different form, okay? It's like a noble act. If you stole milk for a baby, nobody would say that you're a bad person. Everyone would say that you did the wrong thing. No, everyone would say that like stealing is bad, but then they would give you a pass and say, but not you. Oh god, that sounds... I didn't know that's what Boogie sounded like. I actually wonder how accurate a lot of these songs are. It's actually fascinating that somebody at Microsoft probably was also trying to figure out how to make this sound good. Because like, what even goes into this, right? You build a bunch of sound files. How is it generating a new song every single time? Okay, maybe not that one. See, it's like, how is it generating a new song every single time? Like, how do you program something like this in the style of the song that you want? Because it's like, it's not like programming music is necessarily programming, what's it called again? Programming music. It's not like programming music is a foreign concept. Like, there is a way for you to program music. I forget the thing that you would use for it though. There's like a specific program that you can use to do that, if I could remember the name of it. But doing that and for an entire genre feels difficult, because how do you do it in a way that is both new every single time while also still hitting the notes of the genre? Like how do you condense a genre down? Although I guess then it's like, that's the whole point of a genre, right? Because the whole point of a genre is that you can condense it down to its most stereotypical parts. Stealing is a social construct. I mean, yeah, it basically is, yeah. We'll do bossa nova. We'll do romantic. We'll do honky tonk. Honky tonk? Oh, baby, I love you so much. Don't you want to be with me? Honky tonk? Lounge. Lounge is probably it. This is good elevator music. And again, it's random every single time. No 5 seconds that you get is gonna sound the exact same. This is crazy. And this existed in 1990 something. Like, this is a very old program or something. At least it looks old, okay? Like, it looks really old. I have this 1996 vibe. Cool jazz. Bittersweet. That's the shittiest one I've heard so far. Country pickin', country march, country folk. Okay, can I say something about country music? Country musicians have the easiest job, because country music just sounds like this no matter what it is that you do. Like, it doesn't matter what form or flavor. It's the same idea over and over. Country reggae? I didn't expect that. Country rock. What is country rock? Dance hop. Oh shit, that actually sounds really good. I like that slow rise, but also I was watching a video on the music how like the way that pop music is usually done, it's like it follows very specific structures. So it's like the way that you rise slowly, like that, or the specific notes that you use. Like apparently there's like the same five chords in like most every pop song. So even though I like it, ever since I learned that, I've sort of had this thought in the back of my head of like, do I like it because it sounds good, or do I like it because I've been trained to think that it sounds good, right? Because it's like because I don't know. I don't know if I like it because it sounds good, or if I've been trained to like feel like it sounds good. Let's go with the French Quarter, and let's go with the song mode with an intro and an outro, no loop. Doesn't sound nearly as cool. I don't know. A Dream Sleep? Organorama. Wait, I can move these. I can move these! Oh my god, max volume, all on the right ear. I didn't know you could move these. Everyone, take out your left earphone. No, leave it in, but just know that it's not going to be used. Oh my god. Oh shit, you can bring them like live. Alright, band, move to the left! Everyone to the left of the room! POV, I need the perfect genre. Does anybody remember the genre that people would listen to on like old-timey like cruise ships? Like say the Titanic. Ballad? Is it called a ballad? I think it's called a ballad. Let's see, ballad. What's like the slow dance genre of song? Beethoven, Bach. Let's just go with Bach, okay? Sophisticated. No intro, no ending. We loop. We go with Orient. No, we go with default. It's so quiet. We go soft and lounge. It's so quiet. Rip headphone users. It's actually really quiet. Okay, so this, right? So we have this, and now we go back to here, and then we do Titanic, sinking scene ballroom, sinking scene band playing. Okay, so POV, right? POV. The ship is sinking. POV, the ship is sinking, and the band is playing their music, or like I don't know, like actual ballroom flooding, cruise ship ballroom flooding. Poseidon ball. Here we go. Perfect. Okay, so now the flooding happens, right? Okay, so everyone's in the middle playing their like dance music, and it's all good. Yeah, everyone's having a good time. Everyone's singing with each other in the middle. And then it floods, and then the whole thing starts to tip, okay? So now the band sloshes to the left. They're falling over, right? The ship is sinking. The ship is moving. So the whole band hits the left wall, okay? And then all of a sudden, right? Things keep on going, and then the whole thing explodes. The band is going all the way to the right side now, right? The piano always goes first because it's the easiest one to like click on, okay? And then everyone dies. Like that's actually what is happening here. That's actually a cool thing that you could do with this. I had no clue. I hope you understood my vision. I hope that you understood what I was trying to go for there. I hope that you understood that I was trying to kill people there. Blue beat. What is it? Birds and trees. What? Depeche mode? What else is Depeche? Fat synth. This thing has to sound so good. Intense. Holy shit, that's good. Yo, that synth hits so hard. Alright, how about Depeche mode? Not nearly as cool. Pink Floyd. You know, I actually I don't remember what a Pink Floyd song sounds like. At the risk of DMCA, Pink Floyd. It's been a long time. What Echoes? They have a new song. They have a new album. I don't know. Pink Floyd famous song. What's the song with the triangle on it? What's the song with the light thing on it? What's that song with the light thing on it? Brick in the Wall? Is that what it's called? Brick in the Wall. Brick in the Wall. Thank you. I keep forgetting the name of it. Okay, you know what? Okay, well, it's not this one, but let's listen to this because I've never heard this, or maybe I have. So Pink Floyd sounds like this. Wait, I have heard this. Wait, I've heard this. So does this sound like Pink Floyd then? If I play with instead of intense, we'll do like a weary. We'll do weary. No, serious. No, we'll do searching. No, weary. Pink Floyd. Not really. It doesn't really match very well. Well, kind of. It actually kind of does. It's a little bit higher pitched, but it could, like, this could be a Pink Floyd song. Dark Side of the Moon. Thank you. That's the album with the prism. Thank you. Well, maybe it's serious. It's serious. This is closer. You know what? That's actually a pretty good approximation. Rave. Oh! We're intense. Rave. Peaking. We're gonna peak. Again, it's like mixing things together live, and no 10 seconds are the same as the last. That's pretty good. Oops. Here, like if you put this with this. I don't know why the video is so fucking weird. Oh, RuneScape fighting skeletons. RuneScape fighting no commentary. Close enough. Here we go. Perfect. It's actually like it fits so well. It fits so well. It sounds like it could fit in like an old RPG too. Like if you go, I don't know, like you go Final Fantasy VII walking around. I don't know, just like Final Fantasy VII world map. So we go to world map. I think you could actually just walk around. Television movie. What? World map explore. Not extended. Does nobody walk around the world map in Final Fantasy VII? Oh, here we go. But like not the remake? Exploring the map, broadcasted live. Thank you, Amy. I'm gonna co-op your stuff. I'm so sorry. No, you have an overlay. Fuck. There's nobody. Nobody makes the videos that I need. I gotta make my own videos, man. Yeah, it's impossible. There's more bikini stuff than there is with like the actual walking stuff. But yeah, I can see a song working within that context too. Like this is interesting. This is actually a pretty viable tool to make some cool stuff. Mysterious? It's the same thing. Okay, well, peaking was a cool. Techno Zone. Also, the rave thing, it sounds a lot like a you can make it. I wonder if you can make it sound like a what do you call it? A Blade Runner thing, right? This is falling. I don't know when it falls. It's almost a bit too intense though. Is there like a less intense version of this? China. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I might be the expert on this genre. I might be the expert on this genre. I'm gonna tell you if it fits the moniker of China. Okay, I'm gonna tell you if it fits. We'll do monotonous. I like how that's the default. We'll do upbeat. Upbeat. India. That's crazy. Uppies. Mr. Composer, Mr. Composer, I want uppies. Well, you know what's crazy, right? They do Chinese, but then they won't give you things like a mandolin. They give you things like saxophones. Like, I'm sorry to say this. Like, I know that saxophones are a global instrument, but like also like it's more you like you aren't gonna see a busker in the middle of China busking on the side of the street with a saxophone. You're gonna see them on a mandolin 99% of the time, or a flute or something. Closest. This is the closest one. Mallets. But the mallet sounds like a Sims thing. Dream sleep. Oh. Default. I love these instrument images. Like, what is this? What is this instrument that I'm looking at over here? Why is there a banjo? You know, it has a lot of the little twills, but it's interesting because it's like, as somebody who knows that music well, it's like those little flares are sort of, it's emblematic of the thing, it's very stereotypical of the thing, but it's missing a lot of the complexity within the composition. But obviously, right, like this whole thing, like it's interesting how this thing gets you maybe like 90% of the way that it's sounding like some conception or like some idea of a concept, but it doesn't get you all the way there. Like it's good enough that you wouldn't really know about. Style classroom turmoil. I didn't even see this. Intense. We have to go intense, loud. Okay. POV, you're a teacher. POV, you're a teacher. Get ready one. Hillbilly rage. POV, you're a teacher. Do your homework. Stay in your seat! No, you can't go to the washroom! Who do that? Give me respect, goddammit! I don't get paid enough for this shit! Sounds like a fighting game. I mean, the way that my friend who's a teacher describes classes and like describes the way that like kids talk to him sometimes, and like the way that other teachers that I know also describe their classes across all age groups, it's like it gets more and more like a fighting game the closer you get to high school. Why does none of you know anything? Why have none of you finished your assignment? No one's listening. We have the lowest class average in the whole school. Nothing makes sense. You're making me look bad to my boss. I'm gonna be fired. You! I hate you! Your mom yelled at me. Fuck you and your family! And I have to grade papers again! It's 3 a.m. and I'm still grading! I have to buy them pizza myself! And my own textbooks! Real shit, by the way. Like, actual real shit. That's what that's what teachers tell me. Is like, oh yeah, like my teacher friend, and he's like up until like 12, and he's like, I'm still grading papers. And I'm like, do you get paid for this? And he's like, no. And he was like, and I was like, oh shit, that sounds really awful. These kids don't deserve shit. Okay, what about the club mix, bass guitar? What are the like funny Debussy? You know what's crazy? I like, it's actually crazy that Claude Debussy was his actual name, right? He could not have predicted the way that his name would have transformed within future years. And if this genre doesn't sound like squelching noises, like if it doesn't sound like the grapefruit technique, then something's wrong. Serious. Honestly, he's a visionary. Debussy. What a visionary. Bussy. Eastern Europe. All of Eastern Europe. condensed into one genre. I like how it's so. What's funny is that there's even Americana. So it's like this isn't even like specifically North American, but they have Americana, they have China, and now they have Eastern Europe. And then every now and then we see reggae. Like it's like this is insane. Is this actually how it's pronounced in English? There's no way. Yeah. What did you think it was pronounced like? Here, look, YouTube.com. How do you think Bussy was pronounced like? Look, YouTube.com. How to pronounce Bussy? How to pronounce Bussy? 3 years ago, American pronunciation guide. It's not muted.
Just ignore it. The Bussy.
The Bussy, see?
See.
Bussy.
How to pronounce... What is this video? 8 years ago. The word box. Chat, there's a hashtag called Bussy. If I click on this, it's gonna show me every video tagged with Bussy. Bussy. Son, I keep hearing about you and your friends keep talking about Bussy. Where can I get you boys some? Bussy mom. What the fuck are these? My mom at 6 a.m. Me. That's not... Oh, busy mom. It's supposed to be busy mom, as in she's busy, but they didn't know how to spell busy, so they spelled it Bussy. Bussy, Roblox RP. Where's the Bussy? Where's the Bussy? Hey guys, so excited to start this channel. For you page, Bussy. Office day with a Bussy routine. Like, do people not know what Bussy means? Because they keep misspelling it. Every time they misspell Bussy, it gets funnier and funnier. Like, office day with a Bussy routine. Like, it just gets funnier and funnier and funnier. Oh my god. There's no such thing as Bussy. What? Bark autism insane. Awooga Bussy. What am I looking at? Tyler Perry, Medea, Bussy. That was like the worst thing that I could have stumbled upon. Sorry, I just didn't know what to expect there. I didn't know what to expect. How did you think it was pronounced? Fever. Fever? Wait, where's Eastern Europe? Eastern Europe, we have to go intense. We need technopop, right? We need like the classic. Let's just play it for now. Electro dance. Is this Eastern Europe? I don't know if this is Eastern Europe. Holy shit, wait, it actually kind of slaps. Like, if you take away everything but the piano plus this, it's kind of good. And you like, you slowly bring it up, right? So you get to start quiet, right? So you bring this. So you bring this. How do I bring in the piano? Wait, sorry. It's a this piano. It's like about to drop the bass or something. Holy shit, that accordion goes so hard! It's actually really good! And you know what? This is a fun program. This is actually a very fun looking program where you like drag the instruments in and out, and then you can like time it, and it sounds like an EDM song, like a beat drop. It's cool. Okay, it seems like other people pronounce his name closely to how it was originally French, but they do like the. Oh, you weren't talking about the word bussy. You were talking about the artist. How do you pronounce his name? Yeah, I just like to pronounce his name Debussy because it sounds funny. But I'm pretty sure it's like Debussy or like Debussy or something, isn't it? Claude Debussy name pronunciation. Claude Debussy. How do you pronounce the Debussy? Debussy or something? Oh, yeah. How to pronounce Claude Debussy? Claude Debussy from a how to pronounce French composer pronunciation? Okay. Julien Miquel. Thank you, Julien. CPAC is currently live with question period on September 23rd.
Bonjour, this is Julian, the Frenchman who makes French pronunciation videos here on YouTube, and we are looking at how to
To some of you, this sounds completely foreign to you. To me, this is just an average day in Canada.
pronounce the name of famous classic French composer of classical music, of course. We are looking at how to pronounce with a
Just say his name!
typical French Debussy. Claude Debussy.
Okay, am I wrong? Because he also pronounces it Debussy. 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 Am I the only one that like, is he trolling me, chat? Is he trolling me? To the linguist within chat, what does the IPA say?
French composer Claude Debussy. Here are
Debussy.
many more videos on how to pronounce
Debussy. Oh, you know what? Debussy versus Debussy, right? But then sometimes you say pussy versus like pussy, right? People say some like Debussy. Okay, Debussy. Okay, so that does make sense because it's like you say pussy, like pussy, but now it makes me wonder like how come people don't call it bussy? How come we call it bussy? Like, well, why do we say bussy instead of bussy? Because it's pussy. It's like is it supposed to be called like boy pussy or something? Man, Eastern European music is crazy. How about we go upbeat, whimsical? Same thing, worry. You think people do say bussy like pussy? There's no way. Pussy? Exploding rock. What could this possibly be? Oh! Floating Clouds, Fever, Funk Jungle. What is Funk Jungle and Funk 7? Like, I know funk. Well, do I know funk? I don't know if I know funk. Do you know funk? What the funk is up, everybody? Welcome to Funk FM. But then, okay, what is Funk Mellow? Vibes. I like how the instrument name, the band is just called Vibes. Like they come for the vibes. That's it. God, I love synths so much. Like, synths sound so cool to me. But I don't know if it's because I'm biased, but I feel like synths have so much versatility for any song. It provides such a cool sound to any piece of music. Percussion. What is this? Honky tonk. Choir. Wait, isn't funk fundamentally choir too in many ways? Because it's not like you don't have a choir piece. Well, actually, no. My bad. I'm thinking of gospel. I'm thinking of gospel. Funk romp. Funk jungle? Like jungle guitar? Why does the song sound so familiar? The song sounds so familiar. It's like that instrument, that sound of that instrument. I swear I play that song at some point during every stream. Guns? It's like every now and then. Every now and then, someone just shoots their gun into the air and it says, "This is a new percussive instrument." Please welcome Funk Jungle to the stage, and it's like a concert within America, and like they're surrounded by bulletproof glass. It's like a Yoko Ono style thing where it's like pure silence, and then every like 5 to 10 seconds, at random intervals, they just shoot the gun. And then they say, "This is a new percussive experience. Please join Funk Jungle and something and Cockler, the creators of the MP5, on stage today." So just constantly shooting. Yeah, exactly. It's just shooting. What is Fusac? Wait, song mode. I think this is a good song. Holy shit. I almost don't want the drums yet. But when does the trumpet come in? And the second guitar? Again, it's really cool that you can control the timing of the instruments, because it feels like you can almost do like a live session. Grit. Too weird. Uh-oh, chat, it's stuck. But I like that you can, like, and this too, that you can go in between, back and forth. Where's the cowbell? Right here. Just cowbell. Wait. Sorry, my laser gun is malfunctioning. Sorry. What? Sorry, you play the cowbell? You play the cowbell. You're the cowbell? Backwards. There's even a banjo. Angelic. Organs. Spacey. Synths. Okay, what plays what sound? What? This is the bird. The drums are still the same. Uh-huh. What a cool setup. That's such a cool program. I wish they still had something like this. Because it's like, even as like a fun toy, I think there's like value there to have fun with. I actually remember quite a few games on the Steam were based around this idea of, say, music. Not that they aren't there anymore, but like a lot of these games I remember playing very often just to play around with just making some weird beats and some sounds, right? And I'm not saying the games where you play to a song. I'm talking about the games where you make a song. Like Cosmic DJ, for instance, is really, really good at this. Cosmic DJ is a game where you just play a bunch of songs and you make the songs based on what the genre is, and you can do things like volume control and sequencing, and it's part of the game. It's actually one of the more interesting game concepts because it's surprisingly freeform in its construction, and it's like that was a great purchase. Whereas nowadays, I don't really see that concept come up as much anymore. Fusion. Okay, so that was Fusac. What is Fusac? Fusac meaning? Fusac. Okay, Fusac, Detski Fusac, Zovchej, Ilni. It's like a hammock but for a baby. I'm not really sure. So you shove your baby inside and then they stay warm. I'm not really sure. So it's not really go-go. Jazzers and Junkmen. That's romantic. How about sophisticated? Get ready. shove a baby in and make music. No, no, sorry. So the Fusac, it looks a bit like a jacket, or like it looks a bit like a sleeping bag. I think you put your baby inside because I don't think a person can fit in it. And it looks like you put your baby inside to put them to like sleep, but in like a warmer place. As to why this genre is called Fusac, I don't know, but this is apparently the same name as that. Wait, the beginning of this. What does it sound like? It's like that one song. It's like it sounds like the exact same beginning to that one song that I'm thinking of. But I can't. But like the more that I listen to this, the more it's overriding that. Go-Go. Gospel Waltz. This is only like maybe 40% groove-itis. When you've grooved out a little bit too much, when you're too groovy for your own good. Welcome to groove-itis. Oh shit, man! I've been grooving out all day long. I don't think I feel too good. Sire, I'm sick. I got the groove-itis. Okay, wait. That might be sick. Okay, wait. POV. Okay, wait. That might actually be sick. Cause like you know how back then they used to believe in like the 5 humors and the stuff, right? Like people in the medieval times used to believe in some crazy shit, right? Where is my Emacs? Where is my Emacs? We have a new game idea, everyone. We have a new game idea. Groove-itis. We have a new game idea. We have a groove-itis now. A game about a bard and his troupe trying to escape and survive the kingdom. For the king believes that they have a fictional disease called groove-itis, for their music sounds a little too groovy. And so it's like they have to like, and then it's like the whole game you have to try and convince people that groove is the new groove compared to ye olden ways of bardcore, right? Like that's, and then it's like I don't know what the gameplay is gonna be like, but there's potential. There's actual potential for that concept. There's real potential. As to how far I want to try and take it, probably not that far. Gypsy grunge ballad hijinks? Cursed Loot gives everyone groove-itis. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Wait. Okay, yeah. And perfect music for it. Perfect actual clown music here. Perfect actual. Wait, we need even more clown music. Very clown music. Perfect. Okay, so groove-itis. Okay. Cursed Loot gives everybody the groove. Gives everybody groove-itis. Causing them to groove out until they die. You know that like one thing where like there was this like dancing craze? I don't know if you've ever heard of this. What's that like dancing craze? Medieval dancing craze. A dancing mania. Here we go. Actually, there's a whole Wikipedia page on this. Dancing mania was a phenomenon that may have had biological causes, which occurred in mainland Europe between the 14th and 17th centuries. It involved groups of people dancing erratically, sometimes thousands at a time. This could be the basis of groove-itis. Like groove-itis could have been the accidental cause of this, and it's like a wacky sort of like I don't know game where you're trying to make sure that like everyone's free of groove-itis. Where this is absolutely doable. This is absolutely doable. There's something here. The more we go, the better it gets. Base it off of the dancing mania of the 14th and 17th centuries. The story being that the cursed loot was the cause of the groove-itis. And the reason why we no longer have groove-itis is because music doesn't go as hard as it used to be, right? And then lore-wise, the reason why groove-itis doesn't exist anymore is because music has never been that hard ever since. It's never gone that hard ever since. Perfect. That's actually, this is, you know what? This is a great program to put on when you want to like think of things, when you want to try to figure things out, and you want to try to figure out, oh, like how you should think about this stuff, and like the ways that you can sort of like, I don't know. Like, this is a cool program to have on the background. I'm not entirely sure if it fits the topic today, but it reminded you of this 3D MIDI visualizer program. So what's funny is that I have it installed, but I couldn't get it to work. It was actually going to be a part of today's MIDI segment, where we also have a bunch of really cool things like I was going to show, like, I did show off Black MIDI, but this thing for some reason keeps on crashing. I don't really know why. So I don't know why. I thought it would work today after I restarted the program, but I was like, I'll just figure it out. And then it didn't really work, and I was like, I guess I can't use it. So I actually have it installed. I was actually going to use it to like try it, but it didn't work, sadly. Actually, why doesn't it work? Well, why doesn't it? MIDI to jam. Maybe I can make it work. Because what's funny is that you can put any background on it. So I'm curious. Message log. Wait. Message log. Why don't I look at the message log? Play. Let me debug the program. Wait. An unexpected error occurred in the 3D engine. Load asset. Asset not found. Background factory. Huh? MIDIs to jam to... Yeah, because I had this thing installed, but I couldn't get it to work. But if I go to the GitHub... Oh, they released a new version three days ago. Fix an issue where... Default FOV... Okay, how about I just reinstall, add or remove... I mean, we could try it again. Just give me a second. Add or remove. This is the most scuffed segment I've ever made in my entire life. This is like the true streaming experience where you just kind of go in and you try to make something happen. In the meantime, let's play some more genres. This guy makes musical shitposts with it. Yeah, I've seen quite a few of them, and I'm excited to really like go and see the rest of it. But like this one, I've never seen. What is this? Is this the state of jazz in 2025? I'd like to name the file Autumn Leaves. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Fav Bay, whoever you are, amazing. It sounds like an encounter with an evil Glad to see middle schooler representation in the jazz community. Autumn Leaves? Yeah, I sure am leaving. Now you're terrified. I'm a little terrified too. Take this person's computer away right away. There's no way. This is the best shitpost I've ever seen in my life. Because it has everything. Every single thing in the world condensed into one meme video. Thank you for showing me this, chat. This is amazing. This is the best thing ever. Did you just have a seizure? I don't even know if I'm alive anymore. But now, just fade away into the distance as we're free now. The references are crazy. This is how music is supposed to be. This is by far the most real I've ever heard MIDI sound, and it's beautiful. Pretty sure this is why the Grinch hated Christmas. I don't know why my thing didn't work, so I had to reinstall it, I guess. I'll just remove user preferences and the settings. Sure. Or Net Coleman would be so proud. Yeah, I was about to pull that up. So within the Discord, was it you who also posted it? Somebody did post that one jazz song, and I was like, what the fuck is this jazz song? Because I didn't know what the hell is going on. How do I search in the Discord for jazz? How do you search for... No, stop. Give me the search window! My keyboard's falling apart. The cursed loot is hitting me. Chat, my keyboard's falling apart. The search window was gone. Everything's falling apart. I've lost. But my keycaps are falling off. Nothing feels good. Search for Ornette Ockelman Free Jazz. Also, we will listen to the macabre thing soon. It's macabre. Ornette Coleman Free Jazz. Okay, so this is this is like the before and after. So Free Jazz. It's the same. It's actually the same. Like if you do smooth transitions between both things, you actually legitimately can't tell. Like you actually can't tell what is different and then what is new. It's actually the exact same song. Like if you just do a smooth transition between each of them, it's the exact same thing. I never want to hear music ever again. I think music was a mistake. I think everybody should throw their instruments away. Just throw it inside the ocean. Let's just not even bother, okay? Let me see if I can reinstall this thing and figure out why it didn't work for me. Well, you're having a feeling of existential crisis with this song. Oh yeah? How do you feel now? Feels like home. There, in your closet, is a creature that you don't want to see. Under your bed, it's watching you every single day. This actually sounds like, and it's like we can do like, I don't know, like a scary movie clips. No, if I do any more movie clips, this VOD is gonna be like copyrighted to shit. I need to be careful to stick within the free. Is there a waterphone instrument? What a nice time to join the stream. You've got to run. You shouldn't be here. Leave before it's too late. Is there a waterphone instrument? There was water. There's also whining. What is whining? What? Demented, monotonous. Serious. Searching. It's all the same. Italy! What does Italy sound like? What does Italy sound like? Okay. We're gonna do the same mixing thing, okay? It's actually the exact same song. It's actually the exact same song. It sounds like pizza. It sounds the exact same song. That's crazy. That's actually funny. Wow, that's actually really, really good. Jazz. You like jazz? Well, okay, honest jazz. If honest jazz doesn't sound insane, abstract jazz. Ducks. I don't know what ducks sound like. ducks. Ah! Ducks quacking for dogs? What? I wish. Can I say something about to those who upload sound clips? Okay, I wish we didn't do this thing where we had to put everything with like the sound of water. Like, I get it. Okay, I get it. You live in a suburban hellscape. Okay, I feel bad for you, but just give me duck noises. I just want to hear a duck. Allow me to hear a duck. I don't want to just hear like anything else. Just let me hear the duck. I'm sorry that you live in a hellscape, but I want to hear a duck. Yeah, I don't know why, but MIDIs 2 Jam doesn't work for me. If you can figure out, if you can install the latest version of MIDIs 2 Jam and you can make it work, please let me know, because every time it just doesn't work. I'll fix it later. Jazz in 5. What does it mean by jazz in 5? Like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. Okay, well, after 5 seconds, I still don't get it. Jester's trick. Probably the 5-time signature. That's too smart. It's not jazz in 6 is what it means. The jazz in 5 is pretty cool, but it ain't nothing on jazz in 6. It's got nothing on jazz in 6. We gotta do... Oh, perfect. Perfect. Actually, I found the perfect video for this entire segment. Thank you to Lupi Fabuloso for having the only clearest video of just this animation. Thank you, Lupi. Thank you. It's so RuneScape coded that it just works. Boss drum. What is boss drum? Pull everything away except for boss drum. How's it still playing music? Last Dance. It's actually kind of scary to hear just the one instrument. Oh. God, this sounds so cool. It sounds a lot like what's that artist's name that I keep talking about? The guy who south of the river, but he made a song with Tom Mitch. Tom Mitch pianist. Tom Mitch songs. Sounds so phone dial. This does sound like somebody's ringtone. I'm trying to find this exact song. Just give me a second. I'm trying to find this exact Persian. This exact Persian. I'm trying to find this exact song. South of the River piano. What was that one artist? Does anybody remember what that artist was? The one that I posted. Ah, fuck. Collaborations? I'm trying to find this exact person. Sorry, it's just so hard to find. Guy who plays piano that played music with Tom Mitch. Tom Mitch piano. Couvert. Maybe Couvert is good. Couvert. Really old. Fuck, what is this one artist? I'll figure it out. Oh, it'll eventually go back and never mind. Enjoy the dancing. That's okay. What the fuck did I just pull in? What did I pull in? So, okay, you have the Beatles, right? So you have the Beatles. This is the core Beatles on the left of the room, okay? Everybody in the Beatles is on the left of the room. Yoko Ono! Cut the mic, cut the mic! Cut the fucking mic! Who gave her a new mic? Mountains. What are the songs are? List. What is a list? List. Keyboards. Dreamscape. Water. You want the water? Here you go. This could actually be a RuneScape song. Like, I could see this song being within a RuneScape segment. This is gonna go. Long Island Pop. What is Long Island Pop? Oh god. I'm never gonna visit Long Island in my entire life. Is that if people who live in Long Island, if that's what you listen to on a daily basis, I'm never gonna visit. What the fuck is this? Sticky! Welcome to Long Island! The Island Boys. Island Boy! Do any of you know about the Island Boys?
Cause I'm an island boy and
Cause I'm an island boy!
Cause I'm an island boy.
Every time I hear it, I hate it so much. It's like, but it's not bad. Like the worst part is it's not bad, but it's so funny in the silence, and then the video of them just being in the pool. Like it's such a funny composition.
Cause I'm an island boy and
it's just so funny. It's just so good. What the fuck? What is the original music? What the fuck? We stick with our own stuff here. Love theme. Like Vangelis? Like Vangelis? China. Oh god. It's crazy because like Love Theme, the song Love Theme is so good compared to something like that. Like this is a classic. Compared to what we just heard. The Love Theme. Dave Brubeck sounds so familiar. Take 5 is the most well-known. Oh, I think I know what this is. Is this why it was called Take 5? Is because it's in 5/4 signature? That's all it took to make a song name? Is this 17 years ago? But this does sound. The title sounds very familiar. Oh yes, I do. Yeah. And yeah. Yeah. March. What is that emote? Peter's swag. Oh, it's too loud. Oh, Mendelssohn. What is a Mendelssohn? Who is Mendelssohn? What is so many S's in your name? Felix Mendelssohn was a German composer, pianist, organist, and conductor. I like how we made these terms, you know, like pianist and organist, flutist, flautist, drummist, throbbist, a composer, like the Bussy, like the Bussy, nightclub. This is not a nightclub. Man, so some of these are pretty cool. Metal. Mexico. What is going on in Mexico? This is nowhere near close to metal. Actually, there is something, like, we could overlay this on a real metal band. we could overlay this onto a real metal band. Like if you go to any metal music video and you just cut the sound and you play it here, it actually kind of like it'd be funnier. Here we go. This is Bloody Wood Talka. Talka. I don't know how to like pronounce it. Sorry. But like just this, imagine the metal music playing like this is the band. You know what I mean? Like imagine this is the band and this is their music. It fits so perfectly. You know what's crazy? This song is so good that it's more of a crime not to listen to at least a piece of it. And you know what's crazy? This entire song is about food. Okay, so you do that, but then you just switch over. So instead of going into the main thing, you switch it over to the Microsoft Music Producer version. You go into that. Oh man, it's so awful that it sounds like it's so awful that it works. That's a poor excuse for metal music. I'm sorry, that's such a poor excuse for metal music. To be fair, you know, they had to work with what they had, and you know, this is probably the creation of like one person from Microsoft doing this. It's such a whiplash. Yeah, exactly. Like it's like, well, what am I listening to? Mexico. What is Mexico? Oh, actually, for Mexico, what I should do is I should apply the Mexico filter. So if you don't know, there's this meme of like when you're watching something like Breaking Bad, when you go to Mexico, everything is a little bit more yellow. So okay, so while we're here, we're gonna play the Mexico theme. I know exactly what to do. You're gonna hate this. All of you are gonna hate this. Playback speed? Holy shit, what's my playback speed max? Wait, but go even faster. I think it's like video playback rate equal 4. There we go. So 4 times playback rate. It's the Breaking Bad scene. It's the Breaking Bad scene. But like the music is like whimsical. It's so funny. And then it's just going. And he's trying to convince him you know to do it. Just talk to him. It's okay. You're the smartest man that I know, but you're so stupid right now. And then just get what you're gonna do. The boom. Oh shit. That's good. That's really good. That's not even close to like what Mexican music sounds like. If you want like really good Mexican music, it's out there. It doesn't sound like that. A Maramborgan. What about serious? Modernist. What is a modernist song? What? This is a modern song based on a 1996 mindset. So people in 1996 thought that this is the future of song. Which, if you consider the fact that Ornette Coleman's free jazz sounds like this, it's actually not that far off. I need to remove the filter. Okay, so now we do Ornette Coleman, and then we cut into free jazz. my eyes! It's too much saturation! It's actually, like, it actually fits so well if you cut between Ornette Coleman's free jazz and whatever this is. Pomp, pianos, dream sleep, synth toys. That is the worst. And what's crazy is that this sounds like what you would get in Final Fantasy VII when you go to the Golden Saucer. Motor City, mysterious cave. Why did they? What is a mysterious cave? And I like how the personality. The personality is mysterious, and there's in-ear fat synth and lush. Oh shit! That actually sounds pretty good. Fat synth. Ooh, that is a meaty synth. Oh, it hits my oh, it's activating something in my eardrums. India. Lush. Mysterious. What could be more mysterious than a song that is both personality-wise mysterious and band-wise mysterious? Like Mysterious Cave. Mysterious Cave. Introducing Mysterious Cave in the style of Mysterious, played by Mysterious. It's like, how much better could it get? Down your mysterious cave. I have the perfect video for this. I have the perfect video for this. Are you ready? Wait. Airy, brass, mysterious. All those mysterious sounds should cancel each other out. What's it called again? 3D 360 toilet. 360 toilet flush. Here we go. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I'm so sorry for what you're all about to witness, but I know about this, so now you have to too. .360 video. It's the mysterious cave. Oh no, we're going down the mysterious cave. Oh, 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 oh. Where am I? Oh, it's the mysterious cave. Okay, and then we change genre. Okay, now we go into horror. So now we go into a horrific. Oh my god! Where are we? What are we doing here? Please, let me go! I didn't want to go out like this! No! No, it needs the jazz back. It needs the jazz back. You're right, because you're just a sewer rat. Right? You're just a sewer rat living the big city life. Welcome to your new home, everybody. Take the metro under the sewers. First stop, we stop by the water treatment plant, and then you gotta go with the flow. Okay, just stay in the ship, and we'll take you over. Then, once you get through second tank number 2, you'll be right on the Brooklyn. Welcome to the new city, the new you. Welcome to your new home under the ocean. Where are we going? Where are we actually going? Where's this pipe going now? There's like a new pipe. Welcome to Long Island, everybody. Welcome to Long Island. Rent is $10,000 a month. You want to live Better get rid of your kidneys. Hope you can stay away from like Coca-Cola and stuff. Oh my god. What a plot point that we start out being flushed by her. So she flushes us down the toilet. And then we end up in her cup of water again. Wow. I did not expect that plot point. That's a good video. Everyone, please go follow Brightside 360 VR because they have even more toilet videos. They have even more toilet videos. It's actually not their only one. They actually have like hundreds of these different toilet videos. They have tons of them. I don't know why actually. I don't actually know why there's so many toilet videos on this channel. It's and if you're wondering how I know this, just don't ask. What the fuck? Why is there BoJack Horseman? Bo, Jack, is that you? What's your name? Is your name Bo? Is it Jack or is it BoJack? Which one is it? What other styles of song are there? You have Rage, Red King. What? Oh my god. Punkarama. Power Dance. What's Power Dance? Nobody can dance to this song. Nobody. If you tried to dance this, you might break a leg. Okay, this. I know exactly the video to go with this. Red Bull breakdancing. Finals. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, the BC one. Sorry, give me a second. Here, it's like Red Bull BC. Is it called BC 1? 2013 or something? This is like really old. Alright. Here you go. No volume, just dancing. No volume, just dancing. And we're gonna put on dancing music, okay? Let's see them dance this song. Let's go! This is a power dance song. By the way, power dance. And breakdancing is like one of the most powerful forms of a dancing, right? So like technically this does fit the bill. It fits so well. We're actually getting close to the end here. Rap. Wait. This sounds almost like a People Under the Stairs type of beat, almost. You know what I mean? Like it has a certain je ne sais quoi to it that is like, I could see it working out, or even like a very experimental thing. But it's something about the pacing of it. To be fair, when you listen to like real rap, it's like very like real hip hop. The beats can be very, very interesting, where it's the beats can either be simple or very, very complex. Like it might be something like Knowledge, or it might be something like John Cena. Did you know John Cena used to be a rapper, by the way? He was something like John Cena rap. Here we go. Oh yes, here we go. There's actually like a John Cena rap thing, and he was quote unquote something. Wait, John Cena. I think he called it thugonomics. Yeah, basic thugonomics. He like real. This is a real thing. So it's like you can have something like Knowledge, or you can have something like thugonomics by John Cena. Truly, the artist of our time. Like actually, just it's crazy how John Cena is. He's the Bing chilling guy, right? It's so low quality. And then it doesn't work. Like this one doesn't work. I can't believe this was a real error within music. Like just riff rock, reggae rock. I feel like what is rock? Because I feel like everything is rock. I mean, this is probably the funniest. This joke, like the joke writes itself, right? Everything is rock, and rock can be anything, and then it's so basic that you have rock basic, rock 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it's like at some point they just ran out of ways to say rock. It's all rock, but then if everything's rock, then what's rock? Samba? It's very Mario coded. Very, very Mario coded. Like this could be. This could easily be overlaid onto something like a Super Mario Odyssey gameplay, right? Shuffle? Like every day I'm shuffling? No, that's a whole different shuffle. Silence. What did I expect? what did I expect? What is silence? Honest and sad. Loud. What did I expect? What did I actually expect from a thing called silence? Surreal. Wait. If you get rid of the bird noises, doesn't it sound like you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying, right? You can kind of hear it, right? You can kind of hear it, right? It sounds very similar. It sounds really similar to this. It sounds like the intro to Tokyo Boys, to Tokyo Drift by Teriyaki Boys. It sounds the exact same. Just very, very slowed down. It sounds the exact same though. It's the exact same. Like if I do this in a half playback speed, if I do, because this is like half playback speed, you go like this, and then you do this in half playback speed. No, too slow. 0.75. Yeah, it's like it's at that pace. It's roughly this pace. It's actually kind of off. It's actually mostly off, but I'm like it's kind of hard to fix that. Ska and 7. I've only ever heard of ska, and I think I've listened to ska. But I don't get what is ska compared to not ska. You know what I mean? Like when do I ska and when do I not ska? Soft ballad, sophisticated jam. So sophisticated. Back in my day, we used to jam it out on things like the clarinet and the tuba. Nowadays, you're just jamming out on things like the drums. How, Stromboli, I swear, isn't that a food? South Africa. What does South Africa sound like? Good vibes. You know, I don't know anything about South Africa except like the history of like very dark events. So I don't know if this fits. Southern rock. Strummin', strut, suspense, techno dream. What does Depeche mean? What is a Depeche? Depeche mode is Depeche meaning. Depeche, the dispatch of a message. What? Depeche, it means the dispatch or to rid oneself of. Wow, I didn't know all that. Wow. Discotheque. Oh, I have the perfect song. I have the perfect song to lead into this. Okay, this is the perfect song. This is like a throwback song. Okay, this is a Jojo Moroder. Because this song has like a whole speech. Listen to this. Just let it go. Okay, just look. You'll understand as soon as I get there. Just give it a moment. The speech is a long speech. It's a really good speech. It's also one of the best intros to a song that I've heard in a long time because it gives you like the history of the genre, and then it also gives you the story of this person within the genre, and then it's such an interesting lead up to a song because it's very rarely do songs use speech Like, because speech is typically is like seen as a non-musical instrument, but like when used well, it actually is in a way its own level of percussion. Because the way that we speak, right, especially when you speak to within certain contexts, especially when people give speeches about things, they're going by a rhythm, and like the rhythm of how you speak is actually very important to the palatability of to how easy it is to listen to you and to understand you. So it totally makes sense when you use it as an intro to a song, because usually the intros of a song are setting the pace, and when you set the pace with a speech, it works very, very well. Still the only song that does this, and I still think it's a masterpiece.
My name is Giovanni Giorgio, but everybody calls me Giorgio.
I don't know if that was worth it. I don't know if that was worth it to wait that long to do that. To do that switch over into the... Oh. I don't know if it was worth it to switch over. If you've never heard the original song, you have no clue what I did. But usually it's supposed to open up there. So it talks about the click, and then it says his name.
My name is Giovanni Giorgio, but everybody calls me Giorgio.
Giorgio. And then it cuts into the song, right? That was what I was trying to do. It just took way too long to the point where I feel like the joke is like lost in some way. Oh, but that was good. That was really good. This is a fun tool. You know what it is? Music is always fun to play around with because there's so many different ways that you could like play with it, even in ways that you wouldn't really expect. Because like I think of audio visual stuff as like an entire system, right? It's not just its own thing. It's not just one isolated thing. It's when you combine visuals with audio that you get some really cool sort of scenes, sort of ideas, sort of like creations, right? Like, and again, the stuff that we saw today, Black MIDI, which is like an entire visual art in and of its own right, and all the creators that like go and make this stuff, of which you can go and check out this like massive list, which has a good sort of like primer on who quite a few of them are. But even just go on YouTube, like just a ton of them are just there making this stuff, right? All the way to just the music itself. It's like there's so many different ways that this can show up, and it's like it's really cool to see that there was even a tool like this even back then to try and make music to sound like that. Total. This is a genre called total disarray. This is Final Fantasy VII boss music. And that's why it's so fun to just go in and then be like, oh, like how is it gonna feel like when overlaid over this video or that video, right? It's the same, and you know, again, epilepsy warning for the whole thing. It's the same idea behind why synesthesia is such an interesting thing to have, because you might be able, because it's like the show portion of music is just as much, is just as important, I think, as the music, because you know, being able to create something based on what it sounds like, I think it adds so much to the full experience, right? And so, you know, I want to experiment with this more, but I need to actually make my music to do so. Otherwise, until then, just something like this is just a fun exploratory topic for us to go down. And this was a fun rabbit hole. Again, it's kind of crazy that we saw bits and pieces of Black MIDI while we were doing the Windows fandom forum dive and all the things that we found there. But I'm glad that we're here. And if you want to listen to all the Black MIDI songs that I played earlier today, and if you want to get this program yourself, you can actually go find it yourself. Somewhere in the VOD I talk about it, but let me just tell you again. You can get things like the programs that I use, especially the Microsoft Music Maker thing, from this archive.org link. This one works for sure because I'm using it right now, so it seems fine. There's a registry file, but if you open it, it's a very simple registry file that just sets up like a single key for a folder path, so it's safe. But as the program itself, if it's safe, I don't know, because I'm not gonna bother decompiling it. Okay. If you want to listen to the music that I've talked about, right, this channel is an amazing one. Pawn Luxeme. Other ones such as HDSQ, LucasMIDI, and HRKEXEX. Okay, these are the people who made some of these songs. Necrofantasia, I wish I could show it to you. It blew up my computer, or it was about to take up all 32 gigabytes of RAM, so I couldn't render it. But you can sort of see how deep this rabbit hole goes, right? And while this seems like insanity, it's really no different from a music video as it is today, except this is a much more constrained art form where they have to make it work within the song itself. Like, they literally have to make it work as part of the song. So LucasMIDI goes in and makes the art as part of the song itself, and it's impressive to see them able to do this in a format like this, and actually make it interesting to look at while also being somewhat of a song to like listen to, right? Again, like Pawn Luxiem, they make covers of songs that sound like the songs themselves, and that look insane, but still actually sound pretty nice to listen to. I also enjoyed their latest work, Psy the Song. This one is fantastic. This piece of work is insanely good. Like, look at this. Oh, it's unlisted now. Oh. Why is it... What? Unlisted? Oh, I didn't know you could do that. That you could have a channel trailer that's unlisted separately. That's a cool. But then you look at this and it's like a whole music video, and it still sounds like a song, right? Like all of this that we're exploring today, fantastic stuff. And again, I had no clue that chiptune was not like, it's like using the same technology but specifically played on like actual specific devices. Like there's so much depth to the genre that you wouldn't even realize, and there's so many subgenres to the idea of like what is this style of music that I think it's worth exploring. And so I leave you all with this one song that I really enjoy. If I can pull it up in time, I will give you a link to it as well. I'm just trying to hide it because I don't know what comes up from the search terms. Like some of the search terms I sort of know, but like this search term I have no clue what is going to pop up. This is a song called "Fear of Dark." "The Coffee Zone" by Fear of Dark. Very amazing song. I'll leave you with this. I'll be right back, and we'll continue on with some because I have some time. We'll play some Megabonk. BRB.